Okay, it is time for the Friday Night Frenzy. He's Pat Timlin. I'm Amy Zimmer. Our Dave Williams and Rick Snow standing by. After 2 weeks of schedule shakeups due to weather, finally a Friday full of games.
And that's after makeups on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, making this one a full week of games. And we get to talk about it right now, Amy.
Oh yeah, bringing you all the highlights, and as always, taking you to games across Southeast Georgia and the Lowcountry. Kicking off with an all-Savannah clash at Island Stadium, Beach High Bulldogs and Johnson Adams Smashers entering Bowl 2 and 3 in Region 3 AAA. Bulldogs opening drive here. First play, and it's Sharifi Morgan going all the way. 7-0 Beach. Johnson now with the rock, but not for long. A little magic here. Now you see him, now you don't, thanks to the ref. Loose ball. Chandler Reed scooping it up for the Bulldogs, and they quickly turn it right into a score. Quarterback Javian Williams to Kewan Lindsay saying, "Get out of my way," shaking off multiple defenders and falling into the end zone. Williams sending a message. Johnson makes it a ball game in the second half, but it was Beach coming out on top. 24-20, the final.
Yeah, and we do this. Just a little warm-up of things to come. Over a dozen highlights plus our Carolina Clash Game of the Week are on the way.
Taking a quick timeout. We'll see you after the break.
You're watching the Friday Night Frenzy on WJCM. Go Indians!
Welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy. Okay, get this. It's been almost a month since Vidalia has been able to play a football game due to bad weather.
Yeah, just talking with some of the folks out there today, they said they just got back to school a few days ago. That community clearly hit hard by the storm, finally getting some normalcy in their lives and hitting the gridiron again. All the stars are out at Pooler Stadium. including the Hall of Famer Jason Taylor, the Hurricanes defensive ends coach, in town to watch Elijah Griffin and Savannah Christian take on Vidalia. Opening possession, finishing with Blaze Thomas taking flight like Superman over the goal line. 7-0 Raiders lead. Indians running a lot of misdirection in this one. Jackson Berry picks up the first down. Yet the Vidalia drive stalls out in the red zone, turnover on downs. Second quarter, Savannah Christian on the attack. Zoe Smalls takes a handoff to the house. Raiders go up 14-0. How about the season Smalls is having so far? Tonight he crossed the 1,000-yard mark on the year as he picks up another big game, just refusing to go down, bouncing off of tacklers. Smalls has a real chance to have the best career in Savannah of any running back. Just before the half, he adds another touchdown on the ground, 17 of those on the year. Savannah Christian wins 48-6. That's a great way to celebrate homecoming night, Amy.
Yeah, I'd say so. Meanwhile, in Skeezer Region 1 2A, defending state champs Bethesda hosting the Dillon Christian Warriors. Bethesda's starting out the second half with a huge lead. And look at Jadon Turner pulling this ball down. Bethesda marching again. The Blazers defeat their bell cow. Jordan Cheever bulldozing here through his defenders, going down the field. Blazers are close to the end zone now thanks to him. And just a few plays later, yeah, he's going to go ahead and finish it off for the touchdown. Blazers balloon their lead to 35-0. Defending state champs roll with these. Final score, 35-6. And the Benedictine Cadets back at home hosting the Ware County Gators.
That's where we find the living legend, Rick Snow, at Memorial Stadium.
Amy, Pat, the Cadets are riding a 3-game winning streak, but the Gators, they haven't been able to play the last 2 Friday nights because of the devastation of Hurricane Helene. And after all they've suffered, now they have to find a midseason form against the Cadets. The Ware County Band was in midseason form as the Cadets hit them for a huge gain on the second play of the game as Stanley Smart heads for the sideline and races all the way to the 10-yard line. But the Gator defense was equal to the task as they stopped BC just inches from the goal line to keep the game scoreless. On the Cadets' second possession, it was 3rd and 20 when Joshua Washington finds running room and races 52 yards to score, and the Cadets had the lead midway through the first quarter, 7-0. The Gators followed that with a time-consuming drive that ended with a 30-yard field goal off the foot of William Bates to make it 7-3. In the second quarter, Stephen Cannon keeps it himself and scores from 4 yards out to put BC up 14-3. But the Gators had a lot of life and with seconds to play in the half, scored a touchdown to cut the lead to 14-10 going to the intermission, and Ware County controlled the second half, running away to a 38-14 victory over BC. Rick Snow, WJCL 22 News.
Thanks, Rick. Down the road at Calvary Day, vibes very high at halftime with the Cavs up 51-0. Time for the younger guys to get in. Third quarter, Justin Watson run up the middle, yet the ball pops out. There's a fight for it, and emerging with the ball are the Sharks. Jaquan Jones with the ball there. Same score in the fourth. Islands against the goal line. Snap gets away. That's a safety. Third of the game for the Cavaliers. Certainly something to cheer about. Final minutes of this one. Washington looking for redemption with the ball. He cuts outside and takes it all the way for a score. Calvary Day stays hot, winning 61-0, making it 4 straight victories and staying undefeated in region play.
Meanwhile, in Belleville, some GIAA action as Pinewood Christian hosts St. Andrews, and the action started on the opening kickoff. Check this out. Pinewood's JoJo Tippett fields the kick, and he weaves his way downfield and finds his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Just like that, Patriots had a 7-0 lead. But not to be outdone, the Lions come roaring right back on their opening possession on 4th down. Quarterback Patrick Johnson calling his own number, and he is touchdown bound. The 2-point conversion giving St. Andrews an 8-7 lead. The seesaw battle would continue on Pinewood's next possession. Quarterback Banks Booth keeps it, gets down to the 1-yard line here. And from there, Booth would hit Maddox Lewis the short touchdown pass, the conversion, making it 14-8 Pinewood. Pinewood goes on to get win number 2 on the year, 64-36, the final. And with everyone now in region play, the games are getting bigger and bigger, especially with everyone eyeing a playoff spot.
Yeah, especially tonight in Pembroke, right? 2 teams with playoff positioning on the line. Bryan County hosting McIntosh County Academy.
And that's where our Dave Williams was and has the highlights.
Amy, Pat, as it currently stands, both the Buccaneers of McIntosh County Academy and the Bryan County Redskins would be in the playoffs. However, both teams are looking to improve that playoff position. MCA currently sits 3rd in the Region 3 Single A Division II standings, while Bryan County, they currently hold the 4th and final playoff position. And the Redskins found themselves trailing this one 14-8 at the half, and it was their defenses taking over to start that second half. With Bryan County backed up deep in their own territory, the running back is brought down in the end zone for a safety, and McIntosh County Academy had a 16-8 lead. But then it was Bryan County's defense's time to shine. Elijah Mincy with the interception, and no one is going to catch him. He's off to the happy hunting ground. The pick 6 brings the Redskins to within 2 at 16-14 after the failed 2-point conversion. Finally, the offenses break through again late in the 3rd quarter. MCA quarterback Nehemiah West somehow comes out of the crowd of defenders, and no one is going to catch him either. 77 yards to the payoff pasture as McIntosh County took a 23-14 lead. And they go on to the 34-16 win. In Pembroke, Dave Williams, WJCL 22 News.
All right, thanks so much, Dave. Claxton was in Savannah taking on the Blue Jackets at Savannah High Stadium. The Tigers, were they aggressive early? They found themselves in the red zone. Junior Waller gets the rock and carries defenders with him for the opening score of the game. Claxton trying to drive the next possession, but the ball is loose. Tigers are able to hop back on it, and Claxton with another stop. And here they come. Jontarius Calhoun with the nice run, and he's in for the score. Tigers take a commanding 14-0 lead, and Claxton proving to be too much for Savannah. They go on to win this one 42-8. Okay, we are nowhere near the finish line. Much more highlights to come.
Plus, the Friday Night Frenzy Play of the Week. Stay with us.
You're watching the Friday Night Frenzy on WJCL. Go Blue
You're watching the Friday Night Frenzy. Okay, no time to waste. A 4 p.m. kick. Windsor Forest Knights hosting the Long County Blue Tide. Region 3 AAA business trip for Long County head coach Mike Feister. Blue Tide already up 6-0 and quickly add on. Courtney Charles muscling his way into the end zone. PAT no good, 12-0 Long County. Staying in the first, Windsor Forest quarterback Jason Jackson on the keeper. Zigzagging his way through traffic, loses the ball. It's Blue Tide's Isaiah Miller falling on top. Long County takes over and more of the same. This time it's Jaquan Johnson with the honors. Failed 2-point conversion makes it 18-0 Long County. Long County goes on to win 25-0.
Let's head up to Southeast Bullock hosting Jenkins there in Bullock County. Juwan Albert starts to score in this one with a 20-yard touchdown run. And it's 7-0 Jenkins. Second quarter, Dominique Johnson trying to hop in on the fun. This he'll break free for a 36-yard touchdown, 15-0. And hey, Jenkins, they roll on to this one, 48-14 of the final. Big win for them on the road.
May River Sharks in the hunt for their 6th straight win, facing Bishop England on the road. May River already up 14-0 and not letting off the gas. Andrew Johnson on the toss to left, and he's got the edge for the speed here and the score. And Sharks go on to improve to a perfect 6-0 on the season, 35-8 the final.
Your Friday Night Frenzy play of the week. Who doesn't love a kick return for a touchdown,
Oh, yeah.
Amy? When you get some green grass in front of you, you can't help but take a JoJo Tippett, doing it here for the 87-yard kickoff return for a touchdown.
What a way to end the show. I love to see it. All right, thank you so much for joining us. For Pat Tiblin, I'm Amy Zimmer. Have a great night.